That man put that thing in my face. I was looking at it. He said, "You scared of it?" I really couldn't even find the words to say. My heart was beating fast. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at that thing. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at that thing. And for a minute, I felt like the whole world stopped. I couldn't hear nothing. I couldn't feel nothing. But what I do know is I was scared, terrified, frightened. All those words, that was me right then and there in that moment. He kept going on and on like, "Why your eyes so big? Yeah, you ain't never seen nothing like that before, have you? Yeah, you scared, huh? Yeah, you want to be a boy. Now it's time to treat you like a boy. You want to be a man?" Mind you, all the time, nobody never said. I don't know where y'all get that from. That be y'all only little comeback. You want to be a man, I'm going to treat you like a man. We don't want to be you, man. Look at you. Y'all want to be us. You're sassy. Y'all be at different conversation for a whole nother day. But I'm just saying, that's the stuff he was saying. He was like, yeah, this coming from a real man. This is what real men do. You don't know nothing about it. Next thing you know, I felt my shoulders getting pulled back. And it was Nyla. So Nyla pulled me back. And she stood in front of me. So he was like, "Oh, wait, you love her like that?" He was like, "I knew you liked her. And I ain't gonna lie, you know, she pretty, she attractive. But you love her. The way you just did it. So you just gonna stand in front of her while I got this thing in my hand?" Y'all, Nyla literally stood in front of all of us. She had her hand stretched out wide. She was blocking my ex, me, and my friend. She just kept shaking her head. She was crying. Tears just running down. She wasn't saying nothing. But all you could see was her crying and shaking. Just shaking her head like, no, 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 no. Mind y'all, the whole time we was focused on, you know what I'm saying, protecting Nyla. Nyla went from having seizures to being just so shocked to being, she was just stuck, couldn't move. But she was standing there, y'all, in front of us. And that actually meant a lot to me. The man said, "You know what, Nyla? The next time I see you, if you don't have my money, the last time I'm going to be seeing you is at your funeral. And I can promise you that." He like, "Yeah, and I already know your little friend called the police, so I'm about to get on up out of here. But look and see how easy it was for me to just boom, boom, boom. All of y'all right here and just go about my day." He like, "Man, stop playing with a real grown man, because a real grown man do real things." Like, okay, boy, all right. Like, I felt like when I knew that he wasn't going to take all of us out, I was able to just all right, he just trying to scare us. Okay, so that's what it is. I don't know him like that. I don't know what type of time he be on, so it's just like, but when he said that, like, so next time, like, you ain't about that life, like, ain't it? Like, all right, get on up out of here, shrimp. Like, all right, man, all right. The mysterious man walked away, got back in his truck, and irked off. And I kid y'all not, 5 minutes later, the police finally pull up like, "Hey, are you ladies all right?" Like, dang, if we wasn't, what y'all was going to do? We called y'all away. I feel like we was standing outside for 2 hours. I felt like I was standing in front of that thing, that pew-pew for 2 hours. And then here y'all finally come trying to say the day. Man, please. Nyla turned around and tried to group hug all of us. Like, literally, she grabbed my ex. She grabbed me in the middle. She grabbed my friend. My ex, like, moved her hand and was like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, literally, you almost got our life taken away from us. Like, you would have been a reason why we won't be able to go home to our families, our friends, and all this other stuff. And you think it's a kumbaya moment? Like, my ex started popping on Nyla. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And I'm just like, oh, my God. Like, come on, calm down. She's like, "No, and you just as stupid." Like, stupid? Hold on, because I can show you stupid. Ain't nobody stupid. Don't call me stupid. My ex just like, "Star Young, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I don't want no parts. Like, literally, this has gone too far. This is way beyond you talking to another girl, all this other stuff. Like, just be careful, just be safe. But at this point, like, nah, I don't got nothing to say to you." So my ex walked off, got in her car, and she left. And I'm just standing there. It's just me, Nyla, and my friend. My friend still shooken up. Nyla just won't stop crying. She just won't stop saying, like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And me, I feel like I'm in shock, but more so, I just feel like I'm grateful to be able to walk away from a situation like that, because that man really could have had his way with us for real. Wasn't nobody outside. She didn't have those type of neighbors, like nosy neighbors. Everybody was minding their business. It wasn't like a busy street. He definitely had a silencer on it, so he could have easily boom, 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 and that's it. Walked off. Wasn't no ring cams or nothing like that going on either. So it was like, dang, this man really could have had his way and just been, you know what I mean? We really didn't have too much to tell the police because we don't know the people. Nyla was acting like she was scared to give up the info or whatever like that. So I'm like, "Look, Nyla, just take me back over there by my truck so I can get it towed." Like, at this point, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate you apologizing, but at this point, it's just gone too far. You done put my life in danger, and I'm just not that type of person. Like, there's crazy and there's, like, out of this world, unbelievable, bizarre, and that's the type of stuff that Nyla was on, and I'm just really not feeling that. So I'm like, okay, cool. Nyla driving back to her crib. She like, "Can I talk to you?" Like, I can't stop you. What I'm gonna do? like, go ahead, talk. She's like, I just want to say something, like, before you get out, because I know you're not going to talk to me no more after this. And I'm not going to lie, I did plan on, you know, completely cutting Nyla, because it's like, bro, yeah, you just got too much going on or whatever. Like, yeah, my ex was being a B-word about it, but she was right. Like, it just gets to a point. At some point, the line has to be drawn. And I felt like not that situation, even though it was crazy, I felt like Nyla still really wasn't trying to draw that line. But I'm like, okay, well, like, what you got to say? Speak. So she get to telling me about how she don't want to be in that type of lifestyle no more. Like, she just really want to dance one more time, like, get her bag up, and she want to be done with all of that. Like, she really want to, like, enroll in school. She, like, really sees a bright future. You know what I'm saying? She telling me all this stuff, and I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Y'all, she been in this lifestyle since she was, like, 16. At that point in time, I think she was, like, 24, 25. Is like, so, you know what I'm saying, she's done. She don't want to do that no more. And like, I completely understand. She's like, you're the first person that ever came around and really made me see different. Everybody else, like, they be encouraging her, like, you know what I'm saying, to stay in that lifestyle, to make that money, did all this and all that. But she was like, you really encouraged me, and I appreciate you for that. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm the type of person where sometimes the words do get to me, and I was feeling bad for Nyla, because I'm like, dang, she was telling me how it was gonna be hard for her to sleep at night. She felt like the mysterious man was going, you know what I'm saying, be stalking her and all this and all that. And I'm just like, that's crazy. I know, I understand you raped this guy, but just get a man his money. She's like, I promise you, I just want to dance one more time, and that was going to be that. Like, she's like, but the one thing that I would really appreciate is if you just came and saw me just one night. This is my last night dancing. I'm going to be done with it, over. And I was like, you know what? What's the worst that could happen? It's only one night. What's the worst that can? I'm just going to see you dance. What's the worst that could happen? I know my ex mad at me. She ain't trying to talk to me right now. My friend, I know she's like feeling some type of way, even though she know that we all right, whatever like that. So come on, I can go see Nyla dance. I mean, what would it hurt? You know what I mean? Went back to Nyla's crib. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to leave. I went in there. I'm helping her make her, like, her last dance flyer. She's like, say the last dance. You know what I'm saying? This is her goodbye or whatever. She's leaving this lifestyle. She's inviting all of her big ballers and shot callers and all her pretty girls with the money, all this other stuff. That she like, this will be a night to remember this weekend. Come see me dance for the very last time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt good, because I'm like, you know what? I really want to see this girl win. Even though the situation was just so crazy happening, it's just like something in me was still telling me, like, you know what? Do your good deed. Help Nyla out. She want to do a dance for one last time. Well, it ain't going to hurt me. It ain't going to hurt me, right? Come on, y'all, right? I think it was seeing how excited she was about not being in that lifestyle no more. Like, just sitting there hearing her and watching her talk about, oh, she want to do this. She want to enroll in school. She wants to, like, pick up everything and, like, start over fresh. Like, just hearing her talk about all that stuff, like, that just really was brightening me up. Like, it was really doing something to me, giving me the energy, because I'm just like, you know, trying to help her. I'm like, you know what? I know somebody that can do this. Like, she was even saying she want a whole new look. She don't want to look like she a dancer, because, you know, sometimes you can spot a dancer from a mile away, depending on, you know what I'm saying, if you around that type of culture, you could see it. And I was like, you know what? It just made me feel good knowing that she actually wanted to do better, regardless of whatever just happened. She gave me the money to get all of my ties and stuff fixed, whatever like that. She apologized. She's like, look, I don't know really what's going on with you and your ex. I understand. Like, more than anything, that was my friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me and my ex was, like, really cool. You know how it be when you date girls. When you break up, you don't only lose a relationship. I feel like you'll be losing a friendship, too. I'm like, my ex mad, but she'll get over it. You know, Taurus and Scorpio, we locked in. Cool. Nyla was telling me that, you know, after she sent her flyer out, she had people that's going to fly in for her. She had some of the biggest names, the biggest tricks that ever did trick, going to pull up to her, to the club or whatever, and see her dance. I was really excited. I was happy. She's like, look, my goal is to make at least $20,000. Like, if I get $20,000 in one night, that's enough for me to say, you know what? F this, I'm done, you know, start over. She had been saving and stuff too. I'm just like, why you just won't, you know what I'm saying, get a man the money? But she's like, you know, it's deeper than that. She don't want to just give him everything she got right now. But if she could just get $20,000, she'll pay him off. Everything will be good. You know what I'm saying? She'll have enough for a brand new start. I'm like, all right, boom. We got the plan. We got the blueprint. All we got to do is, you know what I'm saying, make it a $20K night. That should be easy for somebody like Nyla. That I feel like she's one of the top girls that always showing her love. Kill. The week going by, everything going back to normal. I'm working and stuff. Nyla's going into work, you know what I'm saying, getting the money that she can. Everybody's preparing for Nyla's big weekend. The whole club showing her love. She was saying that other dancers were going to come out and tip her or whatever. Even the manager thanked her for dancing and bringing business, because Nyla was bringing all the big ballers out, stuff like that. So, boom, the weekend here. And I kid y'all not, on the morning of, the day of, I just felt so weird. Like, one of the times that I really wish I would have listened to my intuition, one of the times I really wish that I would have listened to that little voice inside my head, but I did not. I was just like, you know, I'm probably just nervous, whatever the case like that. But yeah, it was one of them times. How I know it's crazy, because my ex hit me up 2 hours before, and she's like, you going to Nyla's goodbye party or whatever? I was like, yeah. She was like, I don't want you to go. Like, I don't know. I just feel something. I'm thinking like, man, you know, this is my ex. She just talking, whatever like that. Nah, I should have listened to my ex, y'all. I really should have listened to her, you know? I told her, like, look, let me just do this one last thing for Nyla, then I'm gonna be done. I promise. We can even talk about getting back together. She was like, no. I hung up the phone, and here I am on my way to the club. All I remember is walking into the club and thinking to myself, something ain't right. I felt it all over my body, and I still walk into that club. Mind y'all, it is so packed. Like, they even telling the people that's waiting in line, like, yeah, I don't know, it's not, like, we already at capacity. It's not looking well. Y'all might as well find some other plans. Like, Nyla brought the city out and then some. So I walk in, I sit into Nyla's section or whatever because she has specific people, you know, coming out to support her. She wants to sit, you know, in a certain area. Okay, cool, we in a section. Mind y'all, Nyla's in the back. She's still getting ready. She hasn't come out yet, but we still, you know, kind of texting a little bit back and forth. She's like, I'm so nervous. I'm telling her, like, look, you got nothing to worry about. Like, you definitely going to hit your goal tonight. Like, it's definitely some money in this month. So, you know what I'm saying? So, don't be nervous. Get out here, you know what I'm saying? Do what you do best. Work the flow, as you say. Everything going to be good. I'm still feeling, like, tense. Like, my anxiety is going crazy, and I can't tell what's triggering it or whatever. But I'm just trying to, you know, calm down. My ex still texting me. She's like, are you there? I'm like, yes. She's like, I'm not going to lie. I don't feel comfortable with you being there. Like, this is really throwing me off. Why are you keep messing around with this girl? She's put your life in danger, this, and that. So I'm like, you know what? I just got to, you know, ignore that. So Nyla come out, y'all. Everybody in the building going crazy. Nyla looks beautiful, stunning, amazing. All those words, that's what Nyla is looking right now. Everybody's showing her love. She ain't even hit the stage yet, and they throwing money. As soon as she walk out, on the walkout, they just throwing money flying everywhere. And I'm not gonna lie, I like seeing people that I like or fool with or care about, like, get shown love. Like, they was really showing her love. So, okay, cool. She'll go do her dances. She's on stage, but every now and then she'll come back over. She's like, look, you know, I'm getting a little tired, but, you know, she was like, I feel like we definitely hit our goal. We ain't even halfway through the night, y'all. And she's saying that she hit the goal. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me tell you what's so crazy, though. Like, she kept coming over. She's like, I feel like I keep losing you. So I was being funny, and I was like, well, just send me your load. That way I always know where you at. So, boom, right then and there, she shared her location while she in the club. She's like, okay, I'm going to go over here because, you know what I'm saying, some of my big tippers, they just came in, so I'm about to go over there so they can show me love. She's like, I cannot wait until the end of the night. We can count this money up. I could be done with this. She's like, I'm so glad, like, this is my last time doing this. You know, y'all, it's Nyla's last dance. Kill. I'm standing there in a section watching Nyla on stage just doing her thing, and like I'm in a daze, like I'm so proud, and I feel somebody kind of like looking at me. So I'm trying to, you know how like you looking around and try to see, like you just feel somebody staring you down. I'm looking, I'm not really seeing nobody. Now I look again, and y'all, it's my ex standing across the room with her arms folded. And I'm just like, oh, brother, bro, please don't bring that up in here, shorty. Tonight is not the night. Like, we could do all this fussing and fighting. You know what I'm saying? Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know, maybe once this is over. But tonight is not about you, baby. Don't be on that type of time. But what's crazy is she saw me. We recognized each other. I walked over to her like, bro, like, what is it? Like, can we at least go outside? This is what you want to do? She's like, nah, I literally have a bad feeling like something's going to happen. So I really came up here. Like, I'm not on that or whatever. I already know what this is about. Like, you still talk to the girl? Okay, you still talk to the girl. But I'm basically just here to make sure nothing happens to you. And I'm not going to lie, y'all. That really tugged at my heart. And I feel like me as a Taurus and her as a Scorpio, that's why the bond was always so tight. Because it's like we can go from dealing with each other to immediately locking in. Like, I'm not going to play about you. Like, you talk to this person, talk to that person, but I don't want nothing to happen to you. If something do happen to you, they're going to have to deal with me, and they don't want to deal with me. So, y'all, the night goes on. It's so packed in there. You cannot turn without hitting somebody's show. You can't even walk. Like, the DJ, even on the mic, he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't throwing no money, get out. Like, that's the type of time it is. Like, if you just standing around looking, window shopping, get up out of here. We don't need the big tippers, big spenders like me in this month. Dig, baby. Like, that's me. I'm in this month. Even my ex. My ex in there. Okay, I see you. You got that thing going. You stop playing like that. Yo, so my ex get to drink. And I'm not gonna lie, she's a fun girl, but when she start drinking, she's a real fun girl. So, you know what I'm saying? She's taking shot after shot. She drinking. You know what I'm saying? She feeling good. I'm starting to feel a little bit better about her being here because I'm just like, I gotta watch her. My ex, somebody gotta watch. She'll say, oh, I ain't on that. I'm not the type of person. Next thing you know, she bring Godzilla out. And I'm not with that. But y'all, she was having fun. She was making some friends. You know what I'm saying? They in a section. They dancing. She's having a good time. I'm looking at Nyla having a good time. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of feeling at ease. It ain't no drama tonight. I'm feeling happy for Nyla. This is her last dance. Okay, kill. All of a sudden, like, we in a section, so obviously we standing up, so I can, like, scan the crowd. I can see over everybody. I see a group to my right, kind of look like everybody trying to run and push, like, towards my way, because the door is this way. They at the back of the club. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where it's, like, only one way in, only one way out. And so the music is up loud, so you can't even really hear them screaming or nothing like that. You could just see everybody panicking, like trying to get out the club. And I'm like, what's going on? Next thing you know, what I did, I didn't hear nobody scream, but what I did hear is fuck, 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 fuck. And I didn't think that it was going to stop. All you heard was somebody just letting it go. Fuck, 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 fuck. So instantly, I'm stuck on trying to see what's going on. Where is it coming from? My ex literally grabbed me, throw me to the ground, and was like, get down, stay here. Like, my ex literally threw me to the ground and laid on top of me. And I'm just like, bro, this girl has that type of love you can't really find nowhere else. It's why I'm sorry for me leave her alone. Like, you literally, I'm supposed to be on top of you, or somebody's supposed to be on top of us. She's like, no, lay down. Like, y'all, you can hear people running. At this point, the DJ has cut the music. He's like, hey, y'all, chill out. What's going on? What's going on? Still, you can hear fuck, 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 fuck. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, people screaming, people getting stampeded, people trying to grab their stuff or grab somebody else, people trying to run out the club. It was literally a nightmare. I felt like it went on for at least 5 minutes. I felt like everything was just in slow motion, just making everything go by like so slow. Next thing you know, it finally stopped. You can hear people like, oh my God, are you okay? Or they're looking for like, oh my God, where's Kiki? Oh my God, where is this person? Where's that person? Everybody trying to look for their people. And instantly, I'm just like, oh my God, where's Nyla? Like, I knew I was good. My ex was good. But yeah, I'm worried about like where Nyla at. So we get to standing up. Now it's a little bit more room because people just literally ran up out the club. Like, ain't nobody really trying to stay. People grabbing up their belongings, their stuff or whatever, and they trying to leave. So we walking around. Even me and my ex is holding hands. she gonna always find some way to try to make it seem like we together. Yeah, I kind of like it though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. So y'all, we searched for Nyla. Even we hear other people that came out to support Nyla. Like, bro, where's Nyla at? Where's Nyla? I'm like, oh my, like this girl. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. Every time it's always something with this girl. We walking around the club. Even the girl, like, you can go back there, like, check the dressing room because she said that she checked back there and she ain't seen no Nyla. So, yo, we walking around the club, literally looking everywhere. We looking under the tables. I'm like, man, where's this girl? I'm starting to get a little scared because, like, bro, like, where's she at? Where's she at? Where's she at? Then I remember, I'm telling my ex, like, oh, I forgot. Like, she literally just sent me her location. So we pull up the location on my phone. It's still saying that she's like, you know, the little dot is somewhere like around the club. So I'm like, okay, maybe she outside. Maybe she ran and got into somebody's car. Maybe some guy was protecting her. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, it kind of put me at ease a little bit just to know that she's somewhere still here. She's somewhere around here. Looking for Nyla. Y'all, there is no Nyla. And it's just like that feeling that I had when I was walking in the club was starting to get a little worse. It was starting to get to the point where, like, all right, now it's messing with my breathing. I'm just kind of like, I feel myself slowly trying to go into like a panic attack, but my ex is trying to calm me down. She's like, Starion, we gonna find her. Like, don't worry. Like, she's here. You got the location. She's okay. Don't think like that. Like, my ex is trying to keep me, you know what I'm saying? She's trying to keep me calm. It's something about knowing something bad has already happened, but it's like you're not really trying to accept the fact. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all the signs point to, you know what I'm saying, something's going on, but you just cannot bring yourself to believe. And I was like, that was just me in that moment. I started to have hope when I seen her location was on, but at the same time, it's like, I still know something not right. This Nyla, she would have been came over, try to run to me, try to call me, try to text me. Like, this not like her at all. Yo, we looking. So at this point, we already crossed out. She's not in the club nowhere. She can't be. We looking everywhere in the club, the dressing rooms, lockers, under the tables, trash cans. At this point, the club is cleared out. Nobody in the club but like the police officers, the security guards, the club owner, whatever like that. Walking around the parking lot. At this point, I'm calling her name. I don't even care. Like, Nyla, maybe you sit in the car with somebody. That's all I kept thinking to myself. Like, she's got to be here. She's sitting in the car with somebody. Like, that's what it got to be. At this point, I was just getting overstimulated, overwhelmed. So I was just kind of leaning up against the wall. So my ex was just kind of walking through the parking lot, you know, asking people, like, have you seen Nyla? Did she come out here? Whatever the case. So I'm just kind of looking, but it's like everything's slow motion. It's like I can't even really hear it. I'm drowning everything out. I hear somebody screaming, but it's just like, okay, I'm looking at my ex. My ex is good. It don't sound like Nyla. So honestly, I'm not really worried. My ex comes over. She's like walking to me, like tears in her eyes. She's like, Starion, we got to go. We got to go now. I'm like, wait, what you mean? Where's Nyla? She's like, no, we have to go now. At this point, like, she can't even hold her tears back. She's crying. I'm like, what's wrong? Like, where's Nyla? Like, we can't leave without Nyla. She's like, she's like literally dragging me. I'm trying to look back. She's holding my face. She's like, no, don't look at me. keep your eyes on me. Come on, like, we have to go. I'm gonna put you in my car. We got to go. And I'm still wondering, where's Nyla? Where's Nyla? She's just screaming. She's like, Starion, we have to go now. We have to go. We have to go. We have to. Nyla gone. That's all I could think about. I kept repeating to myself. My ex literally had to pull me to the car because it's like I couldn't move. I kept looking back. But the more I kept looking back, the more people were surrounding that car. And I'm like, what's going on? What did you see? She just kept pulling me, saying, come on, Starion, we got to go. We got to go. So now we in the car. You could hear people screaming. You could hear people still looking for other people. You could hear police sirens, stuff like that. They even had the helicopter, the chopper in the sky. So you knew whatever happened had to be bad. My ex driving the car. I don't even know where she going. It's like she's muting me. It's like she can't even hear me. I keep asking her, what did you see? What's going on with Nyla? She's just crying at this point. I'm just like, for her to be crying, it got to be bad. So I'm trying not to throw myself into a shock because I could tell she in shock, y'all. She not responding. She looking straight ahead. I keep telling her, pull over, like, let me drive, because I'm not even sure that she's aware that she's even driving. She's just on go at this point. Finally, after about 5 minutes, she pulls over to like an empty parking lot, puts the car in park, and just like kind of exhales. Like, I'm like, please talk to me. You scaring me. What's going on? So she turns to me. She grabs my face. She's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. I feel so crazy for acting like that towards her. I'm like, bro, so like, what did you see? What's going on? Like, forget all what you talking about. It's time for you to tell me. Like, she's like, no, I don't want you to know. I don't want you. I'm so glad that you didn't see. This is bad. I don't know who would do that to her. Like, that's sick. I'm thinking, like, mind y'all, Nyla disappeared in the club for maybe like 30 minutes. But in my opinion, I'm thinking maybe she back there changing, you know, different outfits. You know how they do. So the whole time I'm thinking she back there and she good, somebody must have did something to her and she ended up in the back in the trunk of somebody's car. That's crazy. I'm still feeling like I'm trying to accept the fact. Like, I'm really just trying to process it. My ex, she is not taking it well. She's like literally inconsolable. She's crying. She's trying to catch her breath. She keeps saying that she's sorry. I'm just not believing it though. I'm like, nah, it got to be something else. Like, no way it's going to happen like this. Like, there's no way. I'm like, we got to go back. We got to go try to see. But she's like, no, I can't go back. I'm like, let me drive. So we swap the seats or whatever. Now I'm driving back to the club and I'm speeding. Mind you, like, I'm in my head, but at the same time, I'm focused because it's like I'm not really believing it. So it hasn't really sent me into an entire shock just yet. So, all right, boom. I pull up back to the club or whatever, and the ambulance was just then closing their doors. So I'm like, hey, what's going on? He telling everybody to get back. Like, it's very overwhelming, y'all. Like, some people, they got hit or whatever. So, you know, people crying, they looking for their people. Everybody kind of scatterbrained. Some people, like, sobering up and stuff. And so when the dancer was just, like, you know, crying, I remember her and Nyla kind of always going back and forth with each other. Like, that's kind of not a little work friend or whatever. So I'm like, yo, what happened? And she, like, basically telling me that the mysterious man got a hold to her. Like, he don't play no games. She don't understand why Nyla would even play with this man. He always gets away with everything that he do. He comes in the club. He gets certain girls to, like, work for him, do stuff for him. But when they don't move, when he say move, it always ends bad. And I'm guessing he got a hold to Nyla. So I'm just like, wow, like, so, like what happened to her? And before I could, you know, get it out of her, somebody pulled her off and was like, come on, like, let's go, we gotta go. Like, the police starting to ask questions, blah, blah, blah. So in the midst of all that, I see the ambulance about to leave out the parking lot. So I'm like, look, we got to follow the ambulance because nobody knows what's going on. And before I tweak out, before I even get before I get myself worked up to believing the fact that she's actually gone, I need proof. Like, I'm just not going to go based off like what y'all saying, whatever. So I follow the ambulance, and it's such coincidence that the where the ambulance was going, the hospital, that's the one that my ex worked at. So my ex knew all the people. Okay, cool. They get Nyla, they rush her back off into the room or whatever. And so my ex is talking to somebody like, yeah, we need to get back there. So, you know, one of her friends is just like, okay, yeah, cool. Like, don't worry about it. Like, I got y'all, whatever. Like, just let them leave or whatever so she won't get in trouble. Okay, cool. We're in a waiting room for probably like 10, 15 minutes, just kind of waiting around. And I'm just like, just in my head about it. My ex, she's still crying. She's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I feel crazy. I feel bad. Like, that girl didn't deserve that. Like, what? Like, this man, he needs to go down for this. Like, she need her justice. She doing all that type of talk. I ain't said a mumbling word. I'm just looking because, like, there's no way. So her friend finally was just like, okay, I'm going to walk y'all to the back or whatever. Just say that y'all, you know, her relatives, whatever the case may be. We get back there. The nurses and stuff is in there. They got her on a ventilator, all this. So she's not even able to respond or anything. But I'm like, you know, low-key, that's a good sign because at least she's not, you know, passed away, whatever the case. So the nurse was asking us like, hey, are you guys, you know, relatives? And we're like, yes. Then she's like, you know, this is bad. She has broken bones. She was assaulted. She's unconscious, you know, she might have, you know, she might be in a coma, all this and all that. And I'm just like, dang, like, yeah, she's like, whatever happened to her, somebody got her, and it's just not good at all. But we're gonna do all that we can to, you know, bring her out of this, whatever, like that. So I'm just like, you know, she's still alive, right? She's like, yeah, but barely. Like, she is literally barely hanging on, y'all. It was so much blood everywhere. She looked unrecognizable. Like, her face was so swole, I guess, from getting hit in it. You could tell she had, like, all type of cuts and stuff. It looked like somebody was knifing her, too. I don't really like to think about it, because, you know what I'm saying, it makes me feel some type of way, but at the same time, it's just like, dang, like, how could something like that happen and nobody see nothing? Nobody knows nothing. Nobody, like, come on. I know she tried to fight or at least scream or something like that, but the nurse was just basically trying to get information. I knew a little information about her. Like, I knew her birthday or whatever. I knew her address or whatever. I remember my truck and stuff still parked over there. And so she's like, you know what? You know, just hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? Stay hopeful. We're going to take good care of her, whatever the case. I didn't even feel comfortable leaving the hospital. I'm not going to lie. I didn't want to leave her. I just felt like if the shoe was on the other foot, she would have never left me. She would have always been by my side. But my ex is telling me, like, look, we need to get some sleep. We can come back up here tomorrow. Like, I'll bring you back up here every day. She's like, you know, I work here. I'll check on her for you. Like, you just need to get some sleep. So I'm like, okay, boom. Me and my ex left. We went to her house or whatever, slept together. And it was just like, she keeps holding me, letting me know, like, everything's going to be all right. Like, just stay positive, this, and that. Y'all, Nyla was in a coma for almost 3 months, literally. The more we went up there, it was only like 2 people that even came to see it. It was so crazy. It was thousands. I feel like it was thousands of people at her last dance, going away party, stuff like that. But when it came down to, like, people come to see in the hospital, the nurse was like, besides you and your ex-girlfriend, there's only 2 people that kind of see her. They don't even come regularly. Like, I was up there at least 3 times a week. So, the 3 months passed. She finally comes out of the coma. Don't remember anything. Barely even remembers me. The memory loss was kind of crazy. I remember me walking in the room and her being like, looking at me, and I'm like, hey, what's up, Nyla? Like, you know who I am? And she was literally like, no, who are you? And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, that hurt my feelings. I know it's not her fault. I know things happen, but I'm like, dang, you don't even recognize me or know who I am no more. That's crazy. In a strange turn of events, y'all, my ex was really in a hospital taking care of Nyla, doing whatever that she could, even like extra stuff to make sure Nyla was good. She would FaceTime me, even though Nyla really wasn't aware of who I like. It's like it comes and goes. Sometimes she'll get on FaceTime and her eyes will light up, but sometimes she'll get on FaceTime and she'll just be like, you know, who are you? You know, this is weird, or whatever the case may be. My ex was really starting to, I don't know, I feel like care for Nyla, like have some type of love for her too, because she would always be proud of her progress or whatever. She was not gonna be able to walk again. A lot of her like pains and bruises or whatever, she was gonna be on medication for a very long time. Yeah, y'all, it was bad. I'm not gonna lie. One thing that still upsets me to this day is the guy was never caught. She never got her justice for the stuff that happened to her, anything like that. And I don't know, that's just pretty sad. I feel like she'll never be the same. When I was going through physical therapy, she started to drink a lot. She started to smoke a lot, and that didn't help her out either. She got a hold of something that she shouldn't have and kind of got addicted to that, and so forth and so on, y'all. The last time I saw Nyla, I was driving somewhere and she was on the side of town where, you know, she was on the bad side of town. I felt like she was doing things that she shouldn't have been doing, but, you know, as a grown woman, I can't tell her anything. And, you know, besides, in her opinion, she don't know me, so I can't, you know what I'm saying? It's just a really sad situation all the way around. The whole time I'm thinking, you know, she wrecked and ruined my life, but I feel like, what if I never hit Nyla's car? Like, would that man have still been, because I feel like, you know, he was upset, he was mad about the car, but would that have happened? Sometimes I go back and think, like, dang, I really wish that it was a different outcome. I really wish that it would have ended differently. Nyla had so many hopes and dreams and wanted to do so many different things, but I felt like if it had not been for that day that I ran into her, I felt like it was a domino effect. None of that stuff wouldn't happen. I know y'all gonna say don't blame yourself, but like that, because ultimately it was the guy that did all this crazy stuff that's always getting away with it, but I always do think about that. So that's it. Nyla is out there doing what Nyla do. Anytime I do see her or maybe run into her or come across her on social media, I do try to show her some love, help her out. But she grown. At the end of the day, there's nothing I could do. That ex, we still friends. We still cool or whatever. I do thank her for behaving and maturing like she did to be able to help Nyla as much as she could when she was in the hospital, even when she got out, brought her clothes and, you know, made sure that she was good. But it's only so much that you could do. So, Nyla, if you watching this, just know I still care about you and I hope you good. For real.